Okay, it's recording. I am on my way to get a battery for that Blazer. Yeah. Unsuccessfully rebuilt that battery, so it didn't work. So Steve here is going to get a battery. Put my hands right here a minute. Oh. Yep. I'm just gonna get a 650 cranking amp battery at Wally Wild. That's Smalley World. The weird thing is, yesterday I was went to the store. It's called Save-A-Lot. It's like a cheap store, and I bought some moon pies. They had I had just stopped at another place, and they had I bought a $5 scratch ticket, jumbo bucks, and I won $50. I thought, well, maybe it's my lucky day. Actually, I spent $9 there, so I won $50. And I don't spend a lot on the lottery. Once in a while, I'll buy some scratch tickets. And so yesterday, I went to Dollar General, and then the Save-A-Lot beside of it, I went in there, and they had a lottery machine where they, they got dollar tickets, $30 tickets even, which I wouldn't spend $30 on a dang ticket, or 20 even, or even, I've spent 10 before. That's very rare. But most of the time, if I bought a $10 ticket, I usually got my money back. But I have bought one and lost. But anyway, I bought a $2 jumbo bucks, and I thought, well, probably not a winner. Scratch it, and it says jumbo. So I scratched the rest of the ticket to see if there's a kicker on it, because sometimes there's a kicker prize on it of, $5 or whatever. It just said jumbo, and I scratched it on the right edge. There was a 0, and I thought, oh boy, I hope it's 100. But I thought, well, it's not far enough over to the right to be 100. It's either $10 or $20 or $50 even. So, and it was $20, so $2 ticket turned into 100. So I'll just take my money out here, part of it, and I'll get me a Walmart 1-year battery for that car. Because like I said, I don't know if I'm going to keep it or what, but I bought some sandpaper and primer. I'm going to hit those surface rust spots like on top and put a little primer on it so get it covered up and keep it from rusting. And I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Roll with my window here. It's a nice Sunday, kind of gloomy. It's supposed to be 65 degrees tomorrow. And then they were saying something about maybe snow or snow flurries Wednesday. I'm like, what the crap? Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, January 29th, 31st, or whatever, December 31st, it's going to be 65 degrees. And I'm like, well, that's good for the power bill at home. So, but it's just weird because this weather is so weird right now. It's like you don't know what it's going to be from one minute to the next. So, but anyway, I'm on my way to Wally World. A new car lot over there where they sell Dodge, which I wouldn't have. Sorry, Dodge people and Jeep people, I just wouldn't have one. My daughter Haley just bought her a Jeep, a 2011. She loves it, and I'm all for her having whatever. If she can afford it, she bought it. It's a pretty Jeep. It's white, and it's got nice wheels, 1050 tires, all that, whatever, 33 1050s, or somebody put nice wheels on it, and it's got like 80,000 miles on it. But I've heard they give people a lot of trouble, and I told her, I said, if you buy that, I hope it, I said, I would hate for that thing to be a lemon, you know. But she paid a lot of money for it. She works and pays her own way, pays her bills. And she wanted it, and she already had a 2010 Accord. Very nice car. 42,000 miles on it. Her mom bought it new. Basically, she bought that from her mom. This paid for it. So she seen this Jeep, and she wanted it. So her mom helped her get it. She's going on 17, and she manages. Both my kids manage their money good. Not bragging, but they really do. They don't ask for anybody to give them anything. They work for it. That's one thing I can say about my girls. They do know that you got to manage your money and work for what you got. That's just knowing that is a lesson that you have to teach yourself growing up. I tried to teach my nephew that. You know, when my dad passed away, and I just didn't do any good with him. I tried, but you gotta want to do it. You know what I mean? It's alright to have things and buy things, and things don't mean, when you get older, material things really, really don't mean much. But, you know, but knowing how to manage your finances is a big step in the right direction of being an adult. But gas is $1.85.9 at Walmart. Wow. If I'd known that, I'd come out here and saved another 15 cents a gallon. No, I paid $1.96. I'm like, when I first got this truck, it run me about $55 to fill it up. So, 54, 50, something like that. On a 3/4, it was set on a quarter tank. Yesterday, or whenever it was, I filled up $35. That's $20 savings. I mean, it makes a big difference when gas is down. For people, it gives them a little extra money to spend. You know, $20 is $20 these days. So, I'll just park right here and carry that there. Well, turn this recorder off. I am back. Have y'all seen anything about the Takashi 69 dude that thinks he's some kind of thug that's in prison? Got the Jolly Rancher teeth. Holy, that dude's something else. Thinks he's some kind of, I think he's looking at about 25 years in prison over numerous charges, but I mean, I don't know what all these charges are. I know that supposedly sexually molesting a 13-year-old girl, and maybe like a federal weapons charge. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Me and my daughter was talking about that, I guess, earlier. That's what made me think of it. Oh, I gotta get some tires on this truck as soon as I can. Dio. I called to have my XM radio cut off a while back. They were supposed to go off January 14th, and they don't want you to cancel it all. I mean, they try every way. They've got it fixed up online where you can't stop it. You got to call them. That way they can try to keep you talking into keeping it. So I thought, dude, I just want it shut off. Just turn it off. I don't drive enough. If I was an everyday, you know, in my truck 2-3 hours a day driving, I'd love to keep it. I listen to 1 or 2 stations, like I said before. And so they called me yesterday. Some little girl said she was in Arkansas, had a little southern accent like me. And she's like, I'll offer you a deal to keep your XM radio. I'm like, okay. She's 6 months at $30. Plus tax and all that. And I said, oh, I know how all that adds up. It's just like a cell phone. Every time you put the charges on there, it'll be 40. She said, no. I don't know. It's more like 33 or 34. So when she totaled it up, it come to 29 something. I'm like, what did you do? She couldn't even explain it. But anyway, I said, yeah, go ahead. I'll keep it 6 more months for $30. You know, but I definitely don't want a reoccurring charge after 6 months, because she said the reoccurring charge would be $100 and whatever for 6 months. I said, I'm just not paying that for when I listen to radio for free, or I can listen to Spotify, or you know, whatever. And she said, well, gave me a number to call. After she told me on the phone, she said, you can go online and cancel this. Well, I said, no, you can't. It won't let you. And she said, I believe you can. I've heard you can. I'm like, well, you work there. You should know. I wasn't being smart to her, but she's really nice. So, anyway, I ended up keeping it. And she gave me the number to call to stop the reoccurring charge in 6 months. So I called that dude. And he said, you'd rather be billed by mail in case you want to keep it, and then that way if you don't want to keep it, it'll just cut off. And I said, that's what I want. And he said, well, take care of that. And he fixed it all up. And he said, you'll get a bill in the mail probably end of May telling you to renew it. And he said, if you want to renew it, you can. If you don't, just don't renew it. And I said, okay. They'll probably call and offer me 6 more months for $30. These cable companies, they do the same thing on cable TV. I mean, I don't know why, but they do. So, used to let my 1-year contract run out, and I'd call them, and you'd get one bill, it'd be tremendous, and you'd say, wow, don't want to have this cut off. And you'd call them and say, well, you know what, I can get DSL for $29 a month. I can get satellite TV for $39.99. So many channels, it's like y'all got. It saved me about $100 a month. And I'm like, no, don't do that. We got this deal. You take this and it'll be $129 a month. It's never what they tell you it's going to be. It's always more. Time they had taxes. State taxes, cable taxes, telecommunication taxes. What kind of telecommunications bullshit is the cable business? And I know that cell phones have that, but they even have that on their bill. And I'm like, because y'all have cable phones, like, you know, what was it they used to have? The one that was really you remember that commercial? Anyway, it's some kind of phone run through your internet. I guess because they've got internet phone, they can charge that. Probably something else for the government to shove in their pocket. They've got it figured out, but they don't. If they run your finances, they'd bankrupt your ass. Bet on it. They couldn't run the government. Anything they're over is a disaster. Anything. It's just like the weed business. They got no business being in the weed business. I mean, that should be a personal choice. If somebody wants to smoke weed, they should be able to grow it for themselves and do whatever, cook with it, smoke it, extract the juices from it. They just got their hands in it and they're going to control it. So, and I'm totally against that. So, I'm not against people doing weed if that's what they want to do, because alcohol is worse. So, but anyway, y'all have a good day.